Is this shiur on Purim? Hashem, Purim will be in the corner next week. Now it's very interesting that we have a lot of statements about Purim, the highlight of Purim. But the result said something about Purim that needs a lot of explanation to understand and to digest it. The result says, when we say Purim, Kippur, say Kippurim. In other words, Kippur is like Purim. If you say Kippur is like Purim, which one is greater? Always you say something smaller is like something greater. In other words, that becomes the primary. Therefore, it comes out that in a way, first of all, there's an equation between Purim and Kippur, and you are saying that Kippur is like Purim. In other words, it comes out that the Purim is even higher level than Kippur. Now the question is that we know that Kippur is such a highlight for Klal Yisrael. Klal Yisrael to become like Malachim, like Tanakh Yahu says, and Yechad Kollel says that on Kippur, like a Malach is barefoot, doesn't eat, and we are like Malachim, barefoot, we don't eat Klal Yisrael, and we become mamash like Malachim. Now, what we say that Kippur, Purim is like Kippur, what does that mean? We know that how do we become Malach on Yom Kippur? There are 5 inuyim, 5 suffering. In other words, we make the guf, the body suffer, and through that, we nullify the body and our neshama shines up. So as long as we are indulged in gashing with materialistic things and we are involved in the materialistic and our body, then the body is shining, the neshama doesn't show up so much. But on Kippur, there are 5 inuyim, we don't eat, we don't drink, we don't rob, we don't do chitzah, and all of the inuyim that we have to help us to nullify the guf. Once we nullify the guf, the body and the pleasure of the body, then the neshama shines up, and that person makes a person to be like a malach. Now, with that understanding, the question becomes even greater, because on Purim it's just the opposite. We indulge, we drink wine, we eat. We do things just the opposite of Kippur. Therefore, how could we make an equation between Kippur and Purim? Now, the point is like this: whatever that result means to say that that's like you become a malach on Yom Kippur, could become a malach on Purim also. Therefore, it comes out that there are many ways, or 2 different ways to become a malach. One way is Yom Kippur, it's avodah of Yom Kippur. It's a yira, it's a din, it's a cheshbon nefesh. We nullify the guf, and the neshama shines up. Right? The nullification of the guf, not having the pleasure of the guf, the neshama shines up. But on Yom Kippur, on Purim, what do we do? First of all, know that the Gemara in Shabbat says that the source says Naaseh v'nishma, right? On Yom Kippur, they had Purim. On Purim, they were Kabbalat HaTorah. They accepted the Torah. Now Rashi says, what happened on Purim? All of a sudden, they accepted the Torah. In other words, who forced Klal Yisrael, the Sinai, Kafu Alem Yachad, he forced them to accept the Torah. He put the mountain over them like a barrier that they should accept the Torah. On Purim, they accepted the Torah me'ahava. In other words, they accepted. They established what they accepted before. The Torah that they accepted before, now they established that, and they accepted with ahava. Now Rashi says, what happened that they were meqabel Torah, the ahava chibat hanes. Since HaKadosh Baruch Hu showed them the nes, Hashem did a lot of nisim. But the pshat is that by Purim, Klal Yisrael were haster panai. Hashem says, you did so many sins that I'm going to hide myself from you. Esther Minai, haster panai. The period of Purim is the period that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is hiding himself. Why? Because the Klal Yisrael sinned so much that Hashem says, I can't be with you anymore. No, in that regard, Hashem comes and saves them. The Midrash, the Zohar says, Mashal lemahad avadome is a mashal to a king that his son did something terrible, and the king got very upset and kicked him out of the palace. And then the child was out of palace. After a while, the king thought, it's my son. My son is not used to outside. He's a prince. He lives like a prince. He doesn't know how to deal with the outside world. And there are tigers there, there's birds, there's robbers, there are people that they're gonna annoy him, they're gonna abuse him. Therefore, he says that I'm going to save my son. No, he said that if I want to go with my majesty to save him, that's all right. I can't do it. I can't go. I'm a king. I can't do this. If I don't go, I feel bad. My son, what's going to happen to my son? What did he do? He wore a mask and he covered himself, and he was in ambush to save the son from whoever comes to attack him and to protect the son. No, it's not much what's happening on Purim. In other words, that state of understanding that we did so much sin and we merachet, we make distance between us and HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and Hashem, in the other hand, Hashem gives up all of his majesty, all of his kavod, all of his honor, whatever that he has, the majesty of the king, he puts it down, he gives it up to save the Har Yisrael. That love that the Har Yisrael saw from HaKadosh Baruch Hu was unbelievable love. Therefore, they came through acceptance of Torah. They understood that all of the Torah, all of the Shaykhut HaKadosh Baruch Hu is love. And love is the strongest relationship that people could build up. The children and wife. HaKadosh Baruch Hu build us. Hashem says that I love you, and that sign of love by the time of the Haster Asepana, the Chabad Hades, Israel accepted the Torah. Now that's one aspect of Purim. Is the other aspect in Purim that makes Purim also very special, and that also is part of Achon of Torah. And is that's the unity of Israel. Esther told Mordechai, if you want me to go to Chashverosh and speak for Har Yisrael, you have to gather all of the Yehudim. All of them becomes unified together. And it was one of the greatest wisdom of Purim is this announcement and declaration of Mordechai that everybody has to fast. Even Pesach, it was a Pesach time, and they fasted, and everybody listened to Mordechai. It's very interesting, in the Har Yisrael, everybody listens to one person, and there is no different segment. Everybody under one flag was unbelievable. And Hashem liked the unity of Israel. Now, if you notice, all of the Hilchot of Purim is a halach of unity. Although we give Matnat Evyonim, you have to understand poor people, relate to them, give Matanot Evyonim. In other words, a lot of poskim hold, Matnat Evyonim is for those that they can make the Seudah. We want them to observe that Purim. Whoever stretches his hand, the person has to help him on Purim. Purim, don't check on people. We help out. Of the Chaverim Kol Israel, like a brother and sister, they help out each other. They give. Therefore, that we get to the poor people, them Shlachmano. We send gift to our friends, to show more ahava, to increase the ahava and yididut. There are different types of Shlachmano. One Shlachmano is Kodesh HaKodashim. And that Shlachmano is that the person sends for somebody who had some type of friction during the year. And says it's Purim is the day I have a unity of Israel. It's not worth it. Once we are unified together, see what happens. Unification together Purim becomes like Yom Kippur. Purim gets the power of Yom Kippur through unification. There was nothing in the world worth it. That we should not be together, we should have machloket. And the greatest shtachmanot is that somebody sends to somebody has a friction, this and that. It takes a nice note and sends it that they should terminate the friction and become with love and ahava, and Hashem loves that. Therefore, on these two levels, Purim becomes like Yom Kippur. One level is that we care for the Israel. We try to improve ourselves with the mitzvot tovo. Like it says, we wrote, Yeret Shalom, and Yeret Shalom, to create Shalom, Mordechai and Esther worked very much on the Shalom, and everybody worked on himself. It wasn't a simple thing that Mordechai says something and everybody to listen. But it means everybody in the Ham they worked on themselves. They understood it's not worth it. They're all in one line, it's better. Unity of Israel, they have to think collectively. You cannot just think what's better for me. You have to think what's better. That is mitzvah. That is characteristics. And Rabbi in Baltimore used to say, what's the difference between a Goy and a Jew? The difference between a Goy and a Jew is if they serve 4 pieces of cake to 5 people. If the mind of the Goy works to justify, to manipulate everybody there, that I deserve this piece of cake more because I didn't eat for a while, I'm fainting, I didn't have breakfast, I justify it in a way to have the piece of cake. Therefore, he grabs the piece of cake and eats it. But the Jew would not eat it lest some person that deserves more than me, he wouldn't get. Therefore, not grabbing, I was thinking about other people. And it doesn't taste good. The Jew understands that if I grab from somebody else, it doesn't taste good. But the braveness and the mitzvot topot that the person shows, that's not just a matter of eating, matter of caring for other people, that's much tastier. That tastes much better. And that's Purim. Once we have that feelings, once we adopt that feelings, Purim becomes a gift. Rav Aaron Kotler says that in Shua Lakewood, that whenever that there is more Kedusha, there is more Tumah. Wherever that there is more Kedusha, more Tumah. Because Satan doesn't. Unfortunately, such a beautiful day is coming a day, a mock, coming a day. I'm not saying that the person should not have a good time. You have to have a good time. You have to be loose a little bit, to drink, and to be over the Hashem B'Simcha. But mockery and just talking nonsense and this and that is not makom for Purim. Purim is a day to relate to HaKadosh Baruch Hu with the love of Hashem, talk, have simcha of connecting with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Is a day. Imagine the day that you could connect to HaKadosh Baruch Hu more than Kippur. Because Kippur, you nullify your proof that your neshama should shine out. On Purim, you adarabah, just the opposite. You get to your goof, you eat, you enjoy, you drink. Otherwise, a person has to drink, right? Therefore, we get to our goof, and through getting to our goof and having pleasure and enjoyment, we give Hodah to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Therefore, goof and neshama both together would be connected to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And that's Ken Olam Haba. And Purim is like Ken Olam Haba. Now imagine somebody, in other words, you buy a vast system computer of, let's say you spend $25,000 gift, you give to somebody who lives in village. He doesn't understand it's $25,000 computer. And you give it to him and say, thank you very much, but he doesn't know how to use it. Finally, you go to his house, one day you go to his house and you say, what happens to the computer? How are you using it? Say, oh, I'm enjoying it. But we say, go to the house. They say, he uses it as a cup, as a closet. Puts tomato on it, potato on it, dishes on it. He uses it. You laugh at him. What? That's the way that you use it. It's $25,000. For that, you could have bought something for $200. $25,000. Last system computer help you with use it for your business, for whatever that you want to use. But once there is a lack of understanding, then you use it carefully. Therefore, here also, Purim is a day full of Kedusha, full of Tahara. I'm sorry saying that Yom Kippur. I'm just saying that you should be sitting down trembling and crying like Yom Kippur. I just opposite. With having the asno and pleasure of the group, connect with the HaKadosh Baruch Hu, praise Hashem on all of these pleasures and all of the hanot that the HaKadosh Baruch Hu created for us. Through that, the connection is much stronger than Yom Kippur itself.